Hello everybody, welcome to a base building tutorial. Fantastic Mr. Ghost here. I wanted to start off with a disclaimer. This is for beginning players and it was requested on my last video that I did it's just a melee base, and I was trying to find blocks that work to keep the zombies from crawling in and getting you, and I presented that, and it did okay. So a lot of people enjoyed it, and so I had a couple comments. Hey, could you show somebody who's terrible base building how to do this? So here we are. This is a base that's going to be 15 meters high. The zombies will drop down, and then they go back up, and if they're not dead by the time they hit the ground, they'll come back up and, try again. Now what happens is you end up killing the zombies and their bags drop down here. They extended, I think 2.0 extended the bags despawn time. I've noticed it because I've done a bunch of Horde nights testing 2.0 here, and I'm getting a lot of stuff. The bag rate is I think it's 0.4%, and then the time is longer. So what I have here, I wanted to mention before I forget, is cases. Now I have, you should upgrade these as you go. So start off with wood, then go to iron, and then you could do steel. And the iron has, I think, 2 more slots here by 8. So that's 16 slots there. And the wood is less, obviously. Now, I also wanted to showcase this. And what we're going to do is we're going to build this in steel. Because as you can see, I'm day 78. The next Horde is day 84. We're going to be testing this in the Pine Forest. I'm going to do a Horde night, and I'm going to showcase how powerful a melee build is. Specifically, I have let's see, where's my, here, skills. I always goof that up. I have an agility build maxed out, and I've been working on Pack Mule, which has a 15% chance to ignore physical damage when hit. And then under general perks, which are really nice to have now, medium armor is maxed, and then I also have Master Chef max. So I actually have been playing this up to a certain point. I think I did the Horde 77 just a little while ago, and I destroyed the whole base, and I wanted to start with steel now. And I figured, well, this is a good time to do a tutorial. All right, now let's go over the block types here just in case you are unaware. This is the unfinished blocks. For some reason, that's damaged. And obviously, you're not going to build in these, right? So I just wanted to showcase that the planning blocks or building blocks here, we use these to plan. But they kind of fall short, so you can't plan everything because you eventually have to upgrade. And you can see that they do not go out that far. These are the wood blocks here. You can see how far they go out. And then that's the cobblestone, which is surprisingly the same length as the concrete. And then that's the steel. Now, what I'm doing here is you'll see that this is a pinkish red. That means I cannot put anything more onto this end here. So they're suspended in the air to showcase that we cannot put anything on here. Oh, I could do more here. I don't know how that happened. So let's go ahead and plop that on there. Now we're even. Okay, so the building block is the same length. I guess I thought I had that all the way out. So you can see we cannot build any more on these. So just keep that in mind as you're building. The steel gives you more length and, whatnot. So that's what this 15 is here for, as a reminder. So there we go. Now, let's get to the base build itself. I did this. I'll link it in the description if you want to look at how the base... I went over all the blocks and stuff, but I didn't build it on screen. Okay, so what I have here is the footprint for where we're going to be standing. And this is a reference block here, here, and here. So I know where to put the columns. So we have 3 blocks, and then 2 for the front pillars here, and then it's you can count however you want, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and that's the length of what we're going to be standing in. Okay, so I'm going to pull these blocks out here, so that what we can do is start to build this thing. And I'll pull that and that. So these are the reference points. And we're going to go with steel. Now, beginning game, you will be... I highly recommend cobblestone from the start. Don't go wood to cobblestone because it's going to take you more time to get the resources you need. You have to chop wood. Then you have to make these planting blocks. It's 2. And then it's another 8 wood to upgrade. So that's a lot of wood chopping. And you're not going to be... have a high stamina in the beginning game. Then what you have to do is get stone and clay to make the cobblestone. Then you have to wait, so you have to waste time there or spend time there. And then you have to make the cobblestone blocks, you have the cobblestone and then you upgrade the wood block to the cobblestone block. And in the beginning it's 3 hits with the stone axe or multi-tool. That's a lot of time that you're going to be wasting. The benefit is you get experience, but you're not... I wouldn't waste time upgrading blocks and getting all that stuff in the first 7 days. You want to get that horde base. You want to start your horde base on day 5. If you're not good at building and you're still learning, then start a little earlier. Collect resources earlier, Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go up 15 meters. And I am going to... You know what? I want to use this box here. I got 1 block there. Let's go here. And what I want to do is get 14 blocks in my inventory here. That's 16. Okay, 14. And that's my count as far as how high I'm going. And so over here, we're going to go steel right there. And we'll go 2 like so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build up 15 blocks and I'll cut in and we'll start with the floor. I'm going to break in here now. This is 15 high right there. And I use these blocks. What I do is this is called nerd pulling if you don't know, if you're new to the game. And again, this is for new players who have, who are learning and haven't gotten this far yet into the game. So that's 15 high. And that's what I use these blocks here. So this is an extra block here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in the middle here. And I'll pull these 2 up later. So in the middle here, what I'll do is you go up. I have high parkour, by the way. I have the max parkour. So it's really difficult sometimes. Oops. Let's go up here and woo, see how high you can jump. So I start in this case, I'll go in the middle and I'll go up as high as I can. Usually you can't, I could jump, but you don't want to do that because you might misplace it. And then you're having to break it out. And that's no fun. So we're 5 meters high right now. Okay, we are at the top now. So what I'm going to do is finish these off here. I'm going to pull this block out, or these blocks up, and put the middle in there. And then we're just going to go straight on down. There we go. Now that we have our columns in, what you can do is come over here and use these blocks for a ladder. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in. You press and hold R with a block in your hand, any block, and the block has to have this icon on it. And it's kind of hard to see, but it's a circle, triangle, square. That is a block helper or something. I think it's called a helper block. Now, what you could do is press and hold R, and you have this radial menu that comes up. You mouse over shape, release the R key, and you go up here. Usually it starts up here. So now what we have is a ladder square. And I use these. When you have high parkour, you don't need to go up as high. As you can see, I can jump pretty high. So normally, when you first start out, you probably can't even jump there. So you can just walk right on up. But with higher parkour, you don't need all these ladders in. So I usually pull up those 2. And then I jump up. I missed. There we go. And the zombies will not be able to get to you. They won't be able to climb up here because they can only jump 1 meter. And that is, I think, 3. So there we go. Now we're up here. So what I'm going to do is finish the, let's see if I can get a little further up. There we go. Ah, I fell. Okay, so let's go. I'll climb back up there. And there is a way. Whoops. Oh, I made it. Wow. I thought I missed. All right, so let's go up here. And what I'm going to do, you can move up to the side like this. And just be careful. Ah, missed again. You can't, if you don't have parkour up to the max, then you could break a leg. So be careful here. But I can't, I know I can, there we go. I just went too far out. So now I'll be able to get there. There we go. So yeah, just be careful. When you're up high, make sure you have splints. If you don't, just be amazingly careful. So now I'm going to finish out this floor. We're going to go all the way out to here. And the reason I want all this space here, because I want to be able to use throwables, you know, because you find those in the world. And it's kind of fun to use them on Horde Night. You don't have to, of course, but I like to have a lot of space between me and the zombies potentially for, you know, throwing things. And also, you know, you get exploding arrows or crossbow bolts. All right, now we have our platform here. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 for now because I can't get up higher. And then we're going to jump up here. And we're going to put 1 in there and 1 there. And then we're going to go across this way. So this is going to be our fighting area. We'll finish that in a second. And I'm going to jump up here. I'm only going to put a couple blocks up here because I want to be... you can't jump up this high. Okay. Because I'll show you. With the high parkour, you can't go up that high. You can't jump, but you can here. So now this is going to be our roof right here. And then we're going to do different blocks here and around. Well, and I'll showcase those in a second. So that's going to be our roof here. And I want to leave this open right here because I'm going to have an electrical wire. So we're going to do that as well. All right, now let's finish the front. No, we're going to leave the front for now. And let's finish the cage. So we're going to press and hold R. And we're going to go into shapes. Now, you don't need steel for this particular part because I have it. I'm going to use it. You can use cobblestone even. You will not be attacked by cops. And you'll get an occasional bird. But yeah, you don't need to spend all these resources on these particular parts here. So what I just selected was this. The steel bars. And let's go back in here. Oop, okay, there we go. Got a little lag there. So this is the bars. And these are the bar corners. They work very well. They block cop spit. That's the important thing. So we're going to use these bars. And you also have a preview here, and you'll see the hit points. Explosion resistance 75. So that's not too bad. I think this is steel. So that's for our demolishers. So I'm going to go all the way along here. And we're going to build up to here, like so. And then what I'm going to do is finish off the ceiling. So let's go over here. And we're going to spin it. Go along here, like so. We're going to leave that one open. Okay, and that's how our bars are going to go. So I'm going to press and hold R again. Go to shape. And we're going to get the bar corner. Select that. Spin it. Place it. And then over here, and the way you spin it is left mouse key. If you go back too far, like I just did there, press the R key and it'll reverse rotate. So you don't have to go through the whole cycle again. And then what I'm going to do over here is press and hold R on, and I'm on this block here. And there is a copy shape and rotation, and it copied the block. So you don't have to go back in the menus and find it again. So left click, and then right, and right again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this up. I'm going to jump up here. Be very careful if you're doing this without parkour. Again, I'm going to finish. This is going to be where the door is. Now I'm going to go here, copy. So I'm going to press and hold R on the corner block, and then copy shape and rotation. And look at that. It's like magic. Bam. Now let's go over here, and we'll copy this one. Copy shape and rotation. And you have to kind of go up against the, the edge of another block, and then it'll snap in. It can be squirrely, but, you know, you'll get used to it as you build more and more. So I'm going to finish these walls off here, and then we'll start on the fighting part. Well, I want to do the pole out first, and then we'll finish the fighting part later, because it's a lot easier to do that. Okay, so that's all done. So we're going to go copy, shape, and rotation to get our square back. I'm going to jump up here, and I want to finish off the ceiling. So the reason I did it that way, and I'm probably safe to you know, not have to worry, but if you have weaker blocks, that's why I'm doing it this way, because you got to assume you don't have, that you have cobblestone. But if, you know, as I showcased here, you can go up pretty far with the cobblestone, but I don't want things collapsing on me, so I just play it a little safe, you know. Okay, and there's that. So now I'm going to place this block here, and then we're going to have, because we're at a later stage of the game, I'm going to have electrical traps. We'll get into that in a second. I do have a tutorial on electrical traps. I'll try to remember to put that in the description box. There are, you know, the thing you can click more on, and you'll see the links and all that. All right, we're going to put a door in here. So what I'm going to do, press tab. I'm just going to craft it. And you don't need anything crazy, just a wood door. Go ahead and craft that in 1 second. Pull the ladders out, put that there. And we'll rotate that and plop it in. The birds, cops, and anything else that's going to go crazy, like, you know, jumper zombies, they're not going to be at the back. They're going to be coming up here. And I've tested this base for hours and hours, many, many Horde nights. And the birds will be the, you know, kind of a nuisance. They might fly down here and try and get you. But we're going to put wood spikes above here to get those birds. And you can shoot them if you want, because you're going to have, you always have guns just in case on your Horde nights. Okay, so now we're going to drop down. All right, I'm going to press and hold R, copy, shape, rotation. Doesn't matter. It's a square. So I'm going to go up from here all the way, and we're going to put the pole in. And this is where the zombies are going to walk to get to us. All right, we got our steel blocks selected here. We're going to go into shape. And we want the pole, I think it's this one right here. Pole side centered. Okay, and it's selected there. And then we're going to get up to there. Now, I think we're on advanced rotation here. No. Oh, yeah, this is advanced rotation. I should showcase that. Oh, I went too far. R. Bam. Let me showcase that. So, point at a block. Get your crosshairs on it. Press and hold R. Copy, shape, and rotation is what I'm doing here. But there's also advanced. Advanced rotation and simple rotation. We'll select simple. And what that does is it rotates around in its normal state. So a pole is supposed to be going vertical, right? And that's what it's doing. Press and hold R, select advanced, and you'll see all those arrows going around like that. It's going to go around its normal rotation and then flip. Now it's going around in a horizontal rotation. Then it flips, and it's rotated now. So it's going around that rotation there, and now it goes back around this way. So it goes around all the rotations, and then it cycles back to the original rotation. So what we can do is press and hold R, copy, shape, and rotation, and we get it back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and do that. Now, in order to save time, what I'm going to do is press F1, and we're going to bring up the console. So on console, like PS5 players and Xbox players, you will not have this, I don't think. You might, I don't know. I haven't played on console in years. So we're going to type in DM for debug mode or developer mode. I think it's debug. Yeah, debug menu is, oh, I was in it. Oh, DM. Okay, I'm in it. So let me go through that so you can see it's off and off. So DM, debug menu on, and then CM is debug or creative menu on. Okay, I'm going to escape out of that and press Q. And now we're in God mode. Now, be careful with this because it'll reset all your buffs. It'll fill your food and stamina bars, and it resets everything on your character. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to speed this up. So we're going to go all the way out here. And you know what? There's one thing that I want to do here. Press U, and you'll have all the items in the game. So right now I have 5337 items. If you press this thing right here, it's called Dev Blocks On, 24,731. That's what we have available in all these menus here on the side, you know. So what I'm gonna do is type, I don't have any stone on me. So I want a land claim block, and there is right there. There we go. And then I'm gonna put it in my inventory. I'm gonna drop down with C, the C key, and then I'm gonna place that right here. Okay, so if you press E on the block, when you activate it like this, you'll see that this is the box that you have your land claim block in. The land claim block allows you to pick up items like generators, electrical traps, anything you place that's that you have an option to pull up. You want this in your base. Now it also is supposed to increase the hitbox on the blocks. I don't know how true that is. As far as when it comes to zombies, I don't think it affects them. If anybody knows that, please leave that in the comment section below. I'd appreciate that. I learned from you guys, you know, and hopefully you learn from me. All right, so now let's get back to our block building here. So I'm going to go copy shape rotation here. Oh, wait, let's go on here. I want to protect that block right there. And we're going to put an electrical trap right there as well. Okay, now that we have that, let's go on our thing here. And I'm going to deactivate that so we don't have that flashing in our face there. Now I'm going to go here, press and hold R, copy shape rotation. We're going to go out until we don't have stability. And it's right there, as you can see. So we can't go out any further. So that should be 15 blocks long. Now what we're going to do is we're going to drop down, and I'm just going to press Q. And now I can be kind of mathematical about this, I guess. And we're going to go out 15 blocks so that we know where we have to go up at. Okay, that should do it. And let's see here. I think that's... So this is the 15th one right here. And it looks like it might be a little further over. So I'm going to make another 15 because, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to simulate actually building. So let's jump up on this thing, and we're going to go up 15 just to be sure where we're at. All right, as you can see, that's the end of the line right there. And, oh yeah, I made one extra. That's fine. Okay, let's go here. So we want to go up from here. So we'll pull that one out, and then we're going to go on here, and we're going to copy that rotation to get the square back. And then we're going to go up, straight up from here with our steel blocks. And you don't want to screw up on these big blocks because these are 5,000 hit points. So now you can see we're all green now. See that? Pretty cool. All right, now let's go down. All right, I pulled up all the blocks. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put a ladder in here. So we're going to go to shape. We're going to pick that same ladder, and we're going to rotate it. And these are going to be for the zombies to come and get us. And we're not done, as you may know. We've got to finish up the front and a ramp. All right, now for this side. Okay, there we go. Whoops, fell off there. Now let's go up here and we'll finish off the fighting area, and then we'll do the ramp. Jump. There we go. Okay, so you don't want to put a ladder on this side here. So let's assume you're on day 7. You know, day 7's coming. Now, you don't need a ramp on day 7 because dogs usually show up on day 14. You definitely want to have a ramp by then. And it's not that difficult. So once you're done with the Horde, go out, you know, do your repairs, get all your loot, and then start building your ramp right away. Don't delay on that. All right, let's go in here now. And you know what? Maybe I'll do the... maybe I'll leave this open and we'll get the traps going first. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go into our menu here. Now, you're not going to have a generator by day 7. Okay, there's a generator. You may be able to buy these from Trader Rect, but there's a lot of things that you're going to need in order to finish off electrical traps. There we go. I think that's it. Here's the electrical traps, or the fence posts. Electrical fence posts. Now we're going to need engines, and I think that it's, yeah, here we go. And well, I'm going to get like 3 of them. And this is another bottleneck here. You may not be able to get the tool to wrench cars, the wrench. And you need to wrench cars or find them in loot. If you're lucky and you find them in loot, you're one step closer to this process here. And now we need a wire tool. And this is another one where if you're lucky, you'll find one. And hopefully Wrecked will have one for sale. But you need the Dukes to buy it. And, you know, everything is expensive in the beginning. Okay, let's start with the generator here. And like I said, this is a late game base. Pretty much, we're in day 79. It's coming up on day 84 for our Horde. So you will have a generator by then. And let's go ahead and I'm gonna do a storage case here. This way we have that going. So I'm gonna put that right there. You can put it as a block and upgrade it from wood to steel, or wood to iron to steel, and it'll be stronger than the steel block actually here. So, you know, maybe building steel storages for these blocks would be kind of interesting, right? So what I do with this case here is I put in things like the silencer, and let's see here. I'll put things in like ammo and building blocks like these blocks here or something like that. So this is your Horde Night storage area. Put repair kits in there, some iron and electrical parts. I think I have them here, see? So I don't want to forget anything, so I put things in here that I know I'm going to need. Repair kits, iron, blocks, cement, or steel, or whatever you're using, you know. So in this case, I would need some steel blocks in here to repair this stuff here. All right, now, and then the other thing you need is gasoline. So let's go U, and we'll go GAS. We'll grab 10,000 there, and let's go into this thing, put our motors in. The motors are, let's see how it says 150 here? So it's 50 watts per engine. So you can have a maximum of 300 watts on your generator. I went over this in my electrical traps and all that tutorial. So go ahead and check that out. So we're going to refuel. Takes 4 clicks of the mouse. We got 1,000 in there. And this is another thing where we want to put our gasoline in here. Now, you do run the risk if your base comes down for whatever reason, you will lose this stuff. So just be mindful of that. Don't put anything in here you're not gonna be able to replace, very easily. All right, so now we've got our wire tool. Let's go here and pull these out. And our wire tool. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm gonna go into God mode, because usually what I'll do is I'll just build blocks and do this, but I'm trying to speed this up here. We'll go down. All this can be done, no problems. It just takes a little more time. So I'm just trying to speed up the process. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some traps here. 3 of them there, and 3 here. Steel is really strong. You can protect these from cop spit. So just be aware of that. And I'm going to pull... Oh, wait. Let's go down here. And I'm going to put a trap there. And I think, you know what? Let me build out this, and we're gonna get our building cube. Here they are, right there. Let's do an R copy shape rotation. What I'm gonna do is build out here like this. Now this is a variation of what I built in the Horde base presentation video that I had. It's a little different because this is end game now. So you want to build out at least 2. And that will keep zombies from piling on top of their heads, because that'll happen. They'll be able to just stand on another zombie's head, and then they can get up top here and then start beating on the ceiling. You don't want that. So that's why I put in a lip there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Now, without a land claim block, you won't be able to do this. Boom, I pulled it up. Now let's go ahead and we'll put a block here. That's going to keep cop spit from hitting this electrical trap right here. So we're going to have that right there. Now, I don't need these anymore, so I'm going to chuck them out, clean up my inventory a little bit. And now we want our wire tool. And a little bit of wiring to 101 here. Let's go Q, get out of God mode. Right click, and you make a connection. And we're going to go over here. And we're going to make another connection. And that's our source destination. Now we're going to click on the electric fence post and go to the other one. Now we have a blue line. That's a live wire. And what you want to do is go in series, not parallel, because you can go like so. So that's generator to post. You can go down like that. Oh, wait, you can. Okay, maybe they fixed this. So let's click on that, and we'll re-click that. Or better yet, I think this one, is that remove? No. How do we get that? I think what we'll do, oh, I know. Okay, so if you get this situation here, usually this, it'll allow you to connect, but I guess they may have fixed that. Or maybe I just never thought it would work. So let's go here. So now I'm going to connect from here to here. Okay, there. Wait a minute now. Oh, get out of there. If you wanted to cancel your wire tool, just mouse out of it. So let's go from here to here. Okay, now this one from here. I'm just trying to remember this. We'll go to there. Okay, see how it disconnected it. See that? So that's how you can fix it. You can't go daisy chain. I think you used to be able to daisy chain from 1, 2, 3, you know? And then you could go across from there. Now, one thing about the electrical traps is you can, the end of the line, which is this here. So you see the flow of current is going this way. This will get damaged via usage. So when a zombie runs into it, it will start to degrade your traps. Now, I was thinking about a different block here. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. But this up here, this top one, is mainly for the spider monkey zombies. Because what they're going to do is they're going to get jammed up here sometimes. And I want to shock them and keep them from hitting the blocks. Because they will. And sometimes you don't realize they're up there. But we should be okay. Okay, now for the final connection, we're going to go from here. Now you have up to 15 connections on a generator bank, so we have plenty. So I'm going to go God mode. Normally I wouldn't do this, but you know, I'm trying to save time. Okay, now we're up there, and we're going to connect from that one. We're going to go down, and we're going to connect to this one. And there we go. So you'll notice that we have a slight angle. That's not good enough, though. I don't really like that angle. I'm going to go back. Oh, you know what? I have to go back another one. Okay, let's pull this one up. So we'll press E. That disconnects everything. So we're going to pull that out. Okay, let's go here now. There we go. And this is fine sitting here. And let's get our wiring tool back out. Here we go. So we're going to go down. I'm going to connect to that. Go up. Connect to that. Connect again. Go down. Connect to this. Okay, now we're at an angle. So this is to stop the zombies so I can smack them in the head with my machete. And it's going to be a bloodbath, let me tell you. The zombies won't know what hit them. All right, so now we're back here. We got our wiring done. Now, again, usually what I'll do is I'll use blocks and ladders and jump around and stuff. I'm in creative mode to showcase the building process here. I have done this base, playing on normal time settings and everything. Another thing too, I want to mention, I am on warrior mode and 64 zombies. So you're going to see this base under massive stress today. So that'd be kind of fun. All right, let's go in here now. All right, now for the fun blocks here. Let's go, I think we can go, yeah, we'll go out here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is press and hold R, go to shapes, and I want a half block. So 1/2. You can use any blocks you want. These are just the ones that I found. And the half block will allow me to get closer to the zombies on one side here. So we're going to press and hold R. We're going to make sure that advanced rotation is on. Oh, yeah, get over there. And we're going to go there. So you can use any block you want here. You can even use one of these bars. But I want to make sure 100% no cops spit gets in and hits me in the face. Okay, now let's go in here. I think I might be able to crouch under this. So those are the, let's go back in here. That's the cube half block. Now I want a plate. I have plate typed in here. What you have to do is go down to, I think it's wedge. For some reason, it's under wedge. And we want this one right here. Plate 1/2 incline offset. And we're going to do a advanced rotate. Oh, what you want to do here in this case is go with simple. And bam. So it'll only rotate in a circle. So that's its normal state. And so that's how you can get the block to snap to quicker. So I'm going to press C, and yes, we can walk through. See? So we can crouch through that. Now, what I want to do is copy this block right here. Copy shape and rotation. I'm going to rotate this sucker around. And we're going to go eventually right there. Bam, bam, and bam. Okay. Now, we only need 3. Okay, I've tested this. The base design I had earlier, I had these little cubes and everything all around. And I found out that those spider zombies that jump, they're really low to the ground. And they get caught up in here. So we're going to do something different today. All right, now what I want to do is get the cube that fits on top of that. So we're going to go to shape. And we're going to get rid of the plate. And we're going to go pull. So here is pull. And we have to go here and square. Okay, so it's under the square. And we want the pull. Let's click on it here. Cube pull side centered. And let's get over here. So this one's going to go. There it is right there. So we just have to rotate it. And we'll get on top of the actual pole that I put there. And what that's going to do is this space now, all this space, the zombies cannot even squirt through. And like I said, I've tested this thing many times now, and it works really well. So I'm going to go into God mode and slip on through here. And I'm going to finish this off right here. Let's get out of God mode. And again, I'm doing this to save time. So press and hold R. Oops, let me get the shape. There we go. Press and hold R, shape. And I want a pole, and that's going to be centered. Let's try centered. And I want to make sure I'm on advanced. Okay, centered is not the one I want. See how it's going through its rotations? Like, what I want is a bar that's going across there. So we're going to go press and hold R shape. And I think this one here, the pole. Yeah, just regular pole. So let's see if this is the one here. I just found this block. Okay, there it is right there. Bam. Okay, so what this is going to allow me to do is, now, when Horde Night hits, you want to crouch. This is something that I found after playing with this base for a while. You can get headshots. You just got to get it right. See how I'm hitting? So you got to be a little lower. Now, that's not much damage. I think, what did I hit? Oh, I hit this thing, I guess. That's weird. Let me go U, and I'm going to get steel. We'll grab some ingots there, and that way I can repair that. There we go. Yeah, that's annoying me. Okay, so let's get our machete. So yeah, you can just stand right here and just pummel the zombies in the face. It's ridiculous. It's fun. Okay, now let's go back into our creative menu here, and I'm going to type in hatch. So you want this hatch. Notice that the iron hatch has the circle, triangle, and square. That is now notice it says iron hatch block variant helper. Those are the ones that you can rotate. We'll pull our wiring tool out. Let's go here. Now this is just an extra precaution just in case birds do get through. So you want to rotate that arrow to face away from you. Bam. And we'll get out of there, and you'll see that it opens up that way. So the arrow points away from you. And you can see that we can get to the electrical trap for repairs. Unfortunately, we can only get this one and that one. We can't get the top one. So that's why I was thinking of putting maybe some kind of block here where you can interact with the trap from the front of the base here. So I might search for that. I don't know when. So we're all good there. Let's go into God mode and go up. Again, this is just to save time. And I don't need these anymore. And we'll pull these out. So I want to get some traps, or wood spike traps. So here are the wood spike traps right here. And they are, so let's go into the menu here, and I have them here. So they take 20 wood for 1. This is a lot of wood, but let me tell you, this is all you need, even into endgame, for these stupid birds. So what I'm going to do is place them here. Now, the zombies that are from the winter biome, the Yeti zombies, they can take these out. I had one throw the boulder at me, and I had a concrete base, and it took them all out. So those zombies are adding some fun times, man, let me tell you. So we're going to pepper, we're just going to coat this thing with spikes. All right, now, normally what I do is I'll work on the front, and I'll work my way back, and I'll have a ladder going from here up to there. And then what I do is I climb up, and then I put my spikes in, and I work from the front back. Okay, like I said, I'm just trying to save some time here so we can get through this. Now, you don't want to trap down here. You don't want that because it'll your repair tool will want to repair the spike trap and not the, what do you call it, the electrical trap. All right, for some reason, I'm unable to get that trap there. And I've been able to get it in the past. We'll have to see. But you should be able to repair that because you can see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I don't know why it's so squirrely. That's weird. But let me go into God mode here. Yeah, see, I can get it from here. But if I drop down, yeah, I can't get it. That's weird. Usually that doesn't happen. Anyway, well, let's carry on here. So let's get the ramp done here. And I'm going to stay in God mode, but normally what I'll do is I'll have the blocks down on the ground. I'll nerd pull up or, jump on top of the blocks and place them as I go. And I'll do the ramp, and it doesn't take very long. So let's go ahead and get our steel blocks here. And I'm going to go here, press and hold R, copy shape and rotation. Now what you want to have here is a buffer block like this. And then that is like a platform for the zombies to kind of walk onto there. Because you want them to come up the ramp and, kind of have a little run. Because while you're there, if let's say you have a sniper rifle or an M60 or any kind of gun, you'll be able to shoot them in the head from there. So you want to give them a little bit of a run there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're just going to do a stair first. And then we'll put a ramp. It's a 45-degree ramp. Now with steel, you'll be able to go a lot further out here. And now notice how this is white. That's because we're out of range of our land claim block. And look, it's yellow. And now it's pink. Now for this part, because I don't know exactly where I need to be, I'm going to place these helper blocks down, or whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to make sure, and even in God mode with all these dev tools and stuff, I don't want to, I want to showcase this here. Because I can very easily just break the blocks out. Okay, so now you see, whoops, we'll go there, pull that one up. So this is our reference right here. And what I'm going to do is place the steel blocks in. And what I can do is go here. And then we'll jump up a few. That way we can get these blocks in. Okay, that's done. So you want to work your way from the bottom up, because if you put a block on there, it's going to come crashing down on you. Okay, let's finish off our stairway, and then we'll get on the ramps, and we'll be done. All right, there we go. So now what we'll do is we'll press and hold R, go into shape, and then we'll get rid of the pole, go up here to basic, and now you notice that I have it favorited, but it doesn't really matter. Ramp, that's the one we want, and we'll rotate that, and we'll put the ramp in for the doggos. Voila! We are done, folks. I forgot a piece of ladder. There we go. I'm glad I saw that. I was coming over here, and I saw that there was no shiny on that thing. So I think we've got it now. So again, to you know, reinforce the idea here, the ramp is, you do this after day 7. So start on it right away. And well, we got a friend over here. Hi, Noise. All right. So another thing too that I want to mention here is that the weakness of this base are these 2 columns right here and this pole right here. Now, if you're going to be an intellect player, you're gonna get those you know, sledgy turrets, and they're freaking awesome. So what you want to do is let's copy this rotation right here in the block, and what you could do is put you have to nerd pull up here, and you can put a sledge turret block. You can put a block right here. See how it's green? So put a block here and skip over like maybe 2, and because eventually you can have 2 sledge turrets. So go like right here, 1, 2, and another one right here, and place your sledge turrets on top. And the zombies are going to come up here, and it'll just bop them off. Bop, bop, bop. And you'll have plenty of run here to get the kill before the sledge turret does. And let me tell you, the electrical traps here are hardly ever going to get used. So with the sledge turret, sniper rifle, or M60, even the SMG, man, you're going to be getting some kills. Okay, now another thing that I want to mention here, I'm going to go down. I'm pretty confident in steel, but not that confident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wall here. Now this is something you can do over time. So every day, you know, let's say you go out and loot, you come back, maybe you went and got a treasure, you're going to have a lot of stone, sand, clay, things like that. So always be making concrete, or even steel for that matter. So go get tons of iron, and you can eventually just fill all this in here. And what this is going to do is just keep you alive longer on those tougher Horde nights. Whoops, I'll get rid of that. I'm talking and building at the same time. So we're going to go over here, and this will, now when a cop or demolisher, yeah, that's what happened. I had a demolisher, and he took my base out. And this particular one here, I am at a very late game stage. So let's go down here. Oh, I got my digger tool. That's good. So let's go ahead and pop that out of there. So the demolisher blew up, and it took out this pole right here. I had concrete. So concrete's 5,000, and these are 10, obviously. So I think he took out this here. The whole thing just came toppling down on me. Now, there is another version I'm thinking about, and that is, we're going to press and hold R here. We're going to grab this shape. And I'm thinking about building a 3rd rung here, all the way out, and then making this not necessarily wider. Oh, you know what? You might want to widen this too for dogs, but I'm not going to worry about that now. So you could do 3 rungs, 1, 2, 3. And then hopefully that'll, you know, give you enough, you know, hit points to absorb a demolisher, you know, attack. Okay, so I think that's it. And you know, I'm gonna do a Horde night with this, so I'm gonna advance time to day 84 here. And then let me give you a showcase of my game stage. I died 2 times because this is just a test playthrough. I'm at game stage 210 right now, level 101. So let's go in here now. I might as well showcase this here. If you want to test your Horde bases, strongly suggest doing an actual Horde day. Don't just spawn in zombies. You can do that, but if you do want to test, what you want to do here is see how I'm at 50. That's as far as this day timer goes. So what you have to do is advance the time. You can even speed it up, but don't mess with that. Just let it go. So what it's going to do is go 23, 0, and 80. Okay, then hit escape. You have to be in creative mode and debug mode. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance the time here to 23:59, hit escape, and now we're at day 81. and just rinse and repeat until you get to 84 night. Okay, I'm at day 84 now. It didn't take long at all. There are console commands. I just don't know them offhand. Now what I want to do is go, notice how it turned red here at 84. And so I'm going to go to like 1900 here. Now the game stage is 216. That went up. I think that went up. So it's always ticking on you, right? So what I'm going to do is now another thing, I put the generator back here. I used to put it like right here, but it's so damn loud. So I put it back here for this reason. See how loud it is? So when you're over here, you don't really hear it too much. Now, another thing you can do is you can put it underneath, but encapsulate it with blocks and put a hatch on it. So if anything does happen, like let's say a cop does try and spit up at you, you know, it's a game, you know, you don't know. There's all these variables going on, you know. So if you do put the generator down here, it's going to be hard to get to do your wiring, though. So that's why I put it here, because then I can wire it through. So we want to crouch, and then I have my light on here. Now, what we're going to be doing is the machete. So I'm going to put a ladder here, and let's see if I jump up. Yeah, see, I can get to that now. So that little ladder piece there, all you got to do is just jump up and move forward a little bit, and then down, and you're good. So that should be fine there. So I am... Oh, and one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of DM and CM. Whoops. CM. There we go. So we're all off there. I don't want, you know, that on while I'm going through the Horde night. Okay, so the hotbar has the repair tool on it, Grandpa's Learning Elixir, Skull Crusher Candy, and this Moonshine. The Moonshine, if you're doing a melee-only base like I'm doing here, 400% melee damage. Stack that with the Skull Crusher. You can find these at the vending machines in the traders and throughout the world. Definitely stock up on these. Get your dukes going and buy this up. 50% on top of the 400. And then we have the Grandpa's Learning Elixir with 20% XP gain. You can use your nerd helmet on Horde Night. What I have right now on is the biker helmet, stun resist. But what you're going to get is a bonus here. The full set bonus is this right here. You don't need this on Horde Night. So a nerd helmet, it gives you the XP percent gain as well. So couple that with the Grandpa's Learning Elixir, and you're going to come out with quite a bit. In fact, you know, I'd be willing to try it, but I'm just going to go with the biker outfit for now. It's fine. So that on top of this sucker right here, we have the machete, melee damage and all that. Now, look at this. Sneak damage, 400% with a machete. Holy crap. That's better than the bow. 200%. So when the Horde Night hits, we're going to test this out and see how it does. Hopefully we'll see some demolishers. Now, if we went out to the wasteland, our game stage goes up. It gets tougher, and we're going to get a lot of tougher zombies. But I just want to test it here in the pine forest just to see how it goes. Alrighty, folks. It's time. 21:53. So I'm going to drink 3 Grandpa Learning Elixirs. I have the Master Chef. I think it's called Master Chef. Yeah. Maxed out. So we have 40. Let's see, even more. Oh, no, it's the other one. Oh, there's another one. The buffs last longer now. Skull Crushers. Ah, come on. We could chow down on 3. This will last the whole Horde Night. And now, Moonshine, which only lasts 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're going to stack 3 of those. And then we're going to chop some zombie faces off. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, that's a feral. This is a... Okay, that guy's gone. Now, I am power attacking. That's all I'm doing. Hey, he got me. Oh, I switched out. I did get a nerd helmet because I want to see how much experience I can get with the nerd helmet. Oh, look at that. We got a death. Come on, you idiot. Look at that. Splat. 1 hit. Now, the ferals take about 3. But we'll see. Oh, wow. Get out of here, woman. Oh, that's a fire barrel. Oh, boy. One hit. One hit. That's a basic. The flow of zombies needs to be consistent in order for me to rack up that experience. Oh, there he is. This guy's gonna take a while to kill. Oh, he went. Wow. Come on, you bums. Get over here. I need experience. Oh, look at that, a Yeti. He actually hit me with a rock. Oh, nice! Oh, I gotta get more moonshine. Hold on. Oh no! Oh man, I didn't see it until it was too late. Damn Demolisher. Oh no, he's gonna blow. Oh, he died. There was another demolisher. Alright, now I gotta fix the... Where is it? There it is. Oh, it's gone. Where is this one now? Let me jump up here. Oh, okay. Looks like the demolisher took out all my traps. Oh, crap. Alright, let's do this. Oh, geez. I got some ailments here. Let's fix this stuff here. Alright, now what I'm going to do, we're going to get this thing. Oh, crap. Okay, there we go. Let's start using the SMG, and you'll see that this is just a headshot base right here. Look at this. Just stand right here. Oh, yeah. Screw it. Screw you, Demolisher. So you can let him get a little bit closer, you know. Now, imagine this with an SMG or a sniper rifle or a M60. Holy cow. Alright, we gotta switch to this thing. I don't have much ammo with me. Oh well. And there we go. Man, these electric zombies are nuts. They're so fast. Alright, I think that's it. Turn that thing off. Oh, I got an infection here. It got honey. There we go. Alright. So I gave up on the melee because I wanted to showcase the how it worked. Oh, look at this! Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. What? There's a pig down here. Oh, look, there's a pig! Wow, 2 hits. The asphalt here. So when you start off, this is only 1,500 hit points. So eventually what you want to do is dig this out here and replace it with better blocks. Okay. And as you can see, the bags, there weren't that many bags. Wow, there's a lot of bags here. So the Demolishers really do wreak havoc on the base, as you can see. And that's one of the things that's kind of tricky. But it's not that, look at how, there's not much damage on the steel, see? That is not much at all. Let me go, oh, let me do God mode here. I wanted to check on this up here. So, yeah, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. So the Demolisher with steel. This stuff has a higher explosive rating, you know. It can take some hits. So eventually you're going to get to steel, you know, and when you're getting to late stages in the game. Oh, look, this is from that damn Yeti, see? So I think what I would do, I don't have my blocks on me. So in the future, what I'm going to do, I did this in another test that I did. Oh, I shouldn't repair those. Put in steel blocks up here to keep the Yeti boulder from hitting your spike traps. So that's something you can do. I forgot to do that. But overall, I mean, this steel is the way to go, man. When you're in late game, steel is really amazing. Now you have to get your miner 69er and mother load up. So, you know, you have to bounce between trees. There's just no way around it. I think the Fun Pimps are on the right track with the points. So, you know, you want to do miner 69er mother load, and that way you get the most out of your mining, and then get the Rockbuster candies, get coffee, use a mining outfit, get all the buffs you can, and then you'll get a lot out of your mining time. So definitely get these going when you're on the steel bases, because you're going to be doing a lot of steel. And then the stone, you basically don't need it. Just throw it away or sell it to Wrecked or whoever. But yeah, this went pretty well. The Demolishers are always going to give you trouble. But this base really isn't meant... I mean, you could do late game on this, but I have to work on the front part. So when you get to the end game like this, I think the melee part, you have to kind of mix it up a little bit. You got to do a little crowd control. And the best way to do the crowd control is with the SMG, M60, you know, rifle, and even the sniper, because you want to be popping them off as they're coming to you. You can also extend out longer. So you can have a pole that goes out even more, and then you have your ramp. So you can double this up. You could double the length. I did that I'm going to be doing that in my Nomad series coming up. So you'll see that. My Nomad series, I do have a double length. That way I can aim straight down and have plenty of time to get headshots. And then I got my sledgehammer turrets way back here as a, you know, a stopgap measure, just in case they get through, it pops them off. And then I have my electrical traps just in case, you know, it's a third level of defense there. And they, you know, the point is that the demolition zombies and the cops shouldn't be able to get to you if you have all these levels of protection. This is just a short run just to test out the melee part. Now, as far as this goes here, you want to get your concrete blocks and start putting them in. And because I had support here and over here, this all stayed up. So I was safe, and I knew that was going to happen pretty much. But yeah, this is the Demolisher, the cops, and all that. And it was pretty crazy. That was fun, though. I really liked that. And, you know, I could have kept going melee, but I wanted to, you know, showcase the other weapons, too. All right, thanks for watching. I hope this helps. Go out there and kill some zombies for me. Peace out.